Hi gorgeous. Do you feel good about yourself? I actually feel really good about myself. Even though I've got a big bum, even though I've got a few million wrinkles. And I know you can say, well, that's easy for you today, Adele. You know, you're fit, you're healthy, you've got a good attitude to life, you're a best-selling author. You know, it's easy. No, we all have our issues, we all have our doubts. And I believe that women put these huge rules in place about what we should do. We've always got to look fantastic. We've always got to appear calm. Superwoman. Being superwoman puts a huge amount of pressure on us. And this blog, this discussion, I want you to feel stronger about putting yourself first, to give yourself permission to look after yourself. I want to show you how you can create the space and time to evaluate your life. Life can change, and it begins with loving yourself. I feel good about who I am, big bum and all. Mindset. It's all about mindset. Mindset is the foundation of your life. It connects you to your bigger vision. How are you going to do it when you're so busy? I hear you. I feel the same. I want to offer you a route to navigate how you can be the best you can possibly be. The best mum to your kids, the best person in your family, the best person in your business, the best person in your career, the best person you can possibly be to yourself. Are you where you want to be? Now I know I have a few traits that can be slightly annoying. I'm bossy. I have a big bum, I've said that. I'm anal. I like ticking boxes. I am a warrior. Like most mums, I am a warrior mum. Little bit scary, I know. I am uber organised most of the time. I'm over exuberant most of the time. And I love a hashtag. Yeah, I know. But I recognise these traits. And rather than creating them as a big issue in my head, I absorb them. I bring them on board, I shout about them, and I use them to my best advantage. But there is one trait in my life that is not good for me. It is detrimental, and that is being busy. Now I know when I reflect that being busy is stopping me from looking at who I am and what I'm doing. It's detrimental to my health, and I am hiding. I am hiding who I really am by being busy. If I'm busy, I don't have time to be introspective. I don't have time to think about why I'm doing things. And I've noticed that it's stopping my own personal growth. What I really want to do is sit and drink tea and look over my lovely garden. I have a view over Dartmoor, and I just want to sip green tea until 12 o'clock, and then I swap to chamomile, otherwise I'm too busy. I sip green tea and I look out over my garden. That helps me to stop, to slow down. And daydreaming is your window into bringing about change. Calming down, slowing down is your window to change. Is your barrier to change something that you have created? My barrier to change is being busy. So I've met it head on and I've dealt with it. But what's your default excuse? Like me, do you use the uber busy excuse? Do you use this victim mentality excuse? Oh, nobody's going to come on board, nobody's going to like me, nobody's, this victim mentality that everything goes wrong. Or others come first, that's also victim mentality. Are you a warrior mum like me, so you look after everybody else but not yourself? I have 3 children, thank goodness. I took a long time to get there, as some of you know from reading my book. But my middle son, Joe, is they're all treasures, obviously, but my middle son, Joe, is now a teenager, a proper teenager, and he has teenage issues. Having a task, a list of jobs to do, is something that he finds very, very difficult. So I painstakingly go through the task over and over again. I am ultimately calm. I never shout. And I always pick up the debris that he's left, whether it's the sink, the bedroom, the bathroom, you know what I mean. But one day I had enough, and it was all to do with socks. There are 3 guys, 2 girls in this house, sometimes varies, and there are a lot of socks, and the socks became overwhelming. I couldn't cope with the socks. So one day when those socks were left on the floor, not in the linen basket, beside the linen basket, I did my shouting, I did my screaming, I did my victim mentality. I'll clean it up, don't you worry. I picked them all up, I washed them, I put them in a massive bag, and I handed them over. You sort it out. And that gave me freedom. Freedom from socks. Freedom from housework. Now you might think that that is incredibly selfish. But without investing in yourself, nobody else is going to do it, my lovely. Nobody else is going to clean the socks up. Well, they will if you ask them to. There are rules, Vishen Lakhani from Mind Valley, bullshit rules, rules that keep us contracted, rules that we have to clean up the socks, rules that we have to do everything, rules that we cannot invest in ourselves. It is selfish. They are bullshit rules. You don't have to look nice, you don't not swear, you don't have to stay calm, you don't have to be too emotional, you don't have to be cheerful all the time or tidy. But the worst rule, the worst bullshit rule, are the food rules that we insist on carrying. My gorgeous client Linda was telling me that she'd been to Royal Ascot, and there's a big garden party, and you can watch the Queen arrive, and she transfers from the car into a carriage, and she has this amazing royal entourage of Charles and Camilla and William and Kate, and it's all very, very exciting. There's a big picnic on the ground, and my friend Linda had loads of gorgeous friends around her, and they're all fabulous, darling, and they had this wonderful picnic. And what could be more glitzy and more exciting? How to celebrate your life in a moment like that. And do you know what the conversation was? How many points does an olive have? How many calories are in that sausage? Food rules tie us in knots. Crazy food rules. So improve your relationship with food. Get rid of the rules. Start to eat from a nutritional point of view. What makes you feel fueled? What makes you feel good? Don't count rules. They're going to make you feel unhappy. You're going to fail. We can't keep up with those rules. There's enough in our life. So improve the relationship with yourself. Take one step every day. Could be the same step, but make sure that you take one step. And the step I'd like you to take today, buy gorgeous. Get online and buy my gorgeous book. This, unbelievably, and it is unbelievable for me, has reached the #1 bestsellers list. Not here, not just in the UK, but in 3 other countries, including Australia. Thank you, Australia. 6 book categories. This is #1. So make your first step to good health. Make your first step in your good relationship with yourself. Buy the gorgeous book and be gorgeous. Look and feel fantastic every day. No rules, just unpicking the old ones and create a serene, calm future for yourself. Sipping tea. Love you lots. Speak to you soon. Take care.